coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, we start the new season with an AFC West Division battle right out of the gate between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Costa. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. But there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Off the play fake. Costa. He'll buy some time right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Ready, set.
1st and goal. A good chance for our first touchdown of the new season.
38.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Christian Kirk taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. They go play action with Wilson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. There's Wilson to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Wilson. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Here's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. 3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. Trying to punch it in with Henry. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derrick Henry taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They go play action here on 1st down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Here we go.
7-7, our score after 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. Costa. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
Ready. 97.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run with Sanders off the option. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Another run here with Sanders. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. He finds McCoy. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McCoy. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And you get the sense, as I'm sure they got the sense, they might have picked up a good one here, maybe a little diamond in the rough via trade.
Maybe just need a change in scenery.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charge. Had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
10 cycles.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Off play action. Costa. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Ready, break. Rail, blue striker.
Off the play fake. Costa escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to...
And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They bring a receiver in motion right. Off play action. Costa. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws, and how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? Quarterback really turns it loose, doesn't he? Has a lot more confidence because he can see the play right in front of him.
Ready?
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. It's their quarterback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Broncos 21, Raiders 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. He's got a man, complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. 79 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Wilson on the keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Zach Wilson, as the first half is winding down, and the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're back with it, a touchdown at 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Let's go now.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Hey, close here.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
Here we go.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half?
And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Costa. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw on second down, Costa. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Off the play fake, Costa. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. On the move to his left. This is caught. It's Kirk. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Christian Kirk. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14.
Broncos 28, Raiders 14.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. On first down, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's McCoy. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Wilson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And got his man, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And the slot man goes in motion left.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And the Broncos are going to get the football back at their own 17. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they're trying to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Off play action. Costa. Tried for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride, and I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm, they've been sharp, they've been on it, and they pick up another 1st down there.
And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. A give running left. It's Sanders. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
10 cycles. Left.
To throw on 3rd down. Costa. And able to find Kirk complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a 1st down.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion. And now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Back to throw. Costa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. From 8 yards out.
And the Broncos are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Raiders 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And my goodness, another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Broncos are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back.
Ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
52. Quick, yellow.
Running right, here's Sanders. Oh, twisting away. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
108 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Costa.
This one swung out to Williams.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Troy Anderson applying the pressure and picking up the sack.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been. And now here is another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Ultra. Go ultra.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Ready.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
Watch out now. 50. Red. Cycle. Ready.
Looking to throw. Costa. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Black shot. On the ball.
Back to throw. Costa steps away to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And this one is right through.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson, he sets to fire deep. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy